Welcome everyone, Kyle here. It is Saturday, and we all know what that means by now. It's the time of the week where we find out what did I find in stores? What did I get from the post office, UPS, DHL, Amazon? What did FedEx drop the ball on this week? And we'll talk about that a little bit later. It is weekly purchases, so hopefully everybody had a good week this week. Thanksgiving week this week. Thanksgiving for us Americans was on Thursday, so hopefully you guys all got to enjoy Thanksgiving. Maybe a lot of you guys probably had some vacation time, which you're very lucky if that's the case. I never get vacation. One of these days I will get some real serious vacation in, but I don't know when. Probably when I retire. But hopefully for those of you who got to celebrate, you all had a really good Thanksgiving this week. And being Thanksgiving week, not a ton of action figure news this week, as most of those people are on vacation, off, or whatever, and it's kind of the slow time of the year for a lot of action figure news with the holidays and all that stuff going on. So we'll see. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the videos on the channel this week. A lot of good videos on the channel. We had that San Diego Comic-Con 2019 Incredible Hulk exclusive from Marvel Legends and a little bit of Hulk comparisons in that video. Marvel Select Ghost Rider, a sleeper figure, a really cool figure. We also did a Black Cat Spider-Man Retro unboxing. Of course, the Jakks Classic Superstars unboxing. And then a Mr. T Roddy Piper 2-pack from that new one. Sleeper. Not even a sleeper. That's an awesome 2-pack. Could very well be a 2-pack of the year. That Roddy Piper head scan on that thing is insane. Awesome, awesome. Check out all those videos. You don't want to miss any of them. Trust me on that. And we got a lot of good videos coming. So stay tuned, I would say, and you'll see a lot of the stuff today that we're going to unbox in the next couple of weeks. I should mention, talked about it a little bit last week, belowthecollar.com. Belowthecollar.com/Kyle Peterson. Big 20% off sale, November 24th through the 30th. So right in the thick of it. So if you ever wanted to get a See You Later t-shirt, now's the time. You can save 20% on your See You Later t-shirts. Support the channel, of course. Appreciated those of you guys that have bought one and will buy one. Very, very cool. One of these days, maybe I'll get some more shirts up there. We got a few other requests for some stuff, so we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But speaking of the channel, a lot of cool things happening to the channel. I always say in my work life, always dress to impress. You never know who you're going to meet, and you never know who you're going to have to make a good impression on. And that kind of bodes true for my YouTube channel a little bit. You know, we've been doing this 5.5 months now, maybe. Subscribers are growing. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. We're right at about 3,000 subscribers. We're going to do a giveaway today. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but thought I'd give you guys a little piece of news. I kind of talked about it. I dangled that carrot last week a little bit. But I had someone reach out to me. We'll just say, I'm not going to say names or anything like that, but had somebody reach out to me in the last week from a major network. A major TV network, and actually they have a new show coming. They're putting in production, going to do a pilot and all that kind of stuff, and they thought I might be perfect for a part in that show, a role in that show. I guess a reality type show. Not just a one and done, but actually a star of the show, I guess you would say. So talk about humbling that somebody would see that and think my personality would fit great for this show. So I've had a few discussions already. I'll know more maybe in a few more months. But just goes to show you, you never know who's watching what you're doing out there. So keep your fingers crossed. Maybe you'll see me on a major TV station before you know it. That's all I'll say about now. But I thought you guys would find that interesting. And I appreciate all you guys watching my videos and commenting them on all that kind of stuff. So much more to come on that, hopefully. Either way, I got a cool story. If I don't get it, you know, who knows? A lot of people don't get stuff like that, I'm sure. And I obviously have a really good day job that I'm not quitting anytime soon. But you never know. And if I don't get it, I got a really cool story to share one of these days on the channel. So keep your fingers crossed there, and we'll see what happens with that. And then as a thank you, since we're almost to 3,000 subscribers, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your cousin. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Tell everybody. Grab the phone from your family and just go around and subscribe, everybody. That's probably what you should do. This is the weekend for it, really. Christmas is another opportunity. Especially if you have or a family reunion, any of that. But let's get those subscribers, keep going. We're right about to 3,000, so I want to do a 3,000 subscriber giveaway, and it would be Rick Rude Elite 77 Chase Edition. So there is the Chase. As you guys know, I opened my figures. This one's probably stained inside, so if you're a mint on card guy, this is the perfect Rick Rude for you. Or if you're an opener, just keep the robe on him. I don't know. That's what I would do. But I will give this away, ship it for free, do all that kind of fun stuff. And all you got to do, subscribe to the channel. Real easy to do. Most of you guys probably already are subscribed. Subscribe to the channel, then follow me on Twitter at SirPaul64, and follow me on Instagram too while you're at it. _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. But find the weekly purchases post. It'll be pinned at the top. Find that post and then comment a screen grab of you subscribe to the channel, and you're entered. And then I will pick one in the next week, and we'll announce the winner next week on weekly purchases. So if you want a chance at this Rick Rude, real easy. Just snap a screenshot on your phone and find this pinned tweet on my Twitter at SirPaul64 and comment with that, and away we go. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That's the key. That's the key part of this. So there you go. So a lot of cool stuff. Marching to 3,000. Maybe a TV show. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. But one thing I talked about at the beginning of this channel, or the show today, FedEx dropped the ball big time. You guys know I'm working hard on my displays. Working hard, around the clock. I'm hoping this weekend to get a ton of more work done. But I had a huge order of lights via IKEA, and FedEx shipped them. All of a sudden, you know, I got an email alert on my phone from IKEA. Your order's been delivered. It was not delivered. I go out there, and it was a Neiman Marcus package. It was a coat from Neiman Marcus. Did not order anything from Neiman Marcus. The address on it was somebody in New Jersey. I live in Iowa. The name was nowhere near close. Nothing was close. I did not get my lights, but I got this jacket. Nobody seems to know what the heck happened. I called IKEA. They're sending me new lights, which is great. IKEA, I can't recommend them enough. Obviously, I'm a big supporter of IKEA. They're taking care of me, but I don't understand how FedEx messes that up. They put a wrong shipping thing on there. It's just so weird. Doesn't make a lot of sense. But I had plans this weekend to get all that lighting done. Now I got to delay it. Hopefully I can get that done in the next couple of weeks, because it's going to be a full day project with this lighting thing. I think I finally found, we talked about it before, I think I finally found a way to light a lot of my collection, and just what I've been looking for. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that works as well. So very interesting. Shipping woes this time of year are really tough. You never know what you're going to get sometime. The last month, I had no real issues throughout COVID. Maybe 1 or 2 packages here and there, but I've had about 5 issues in the last month. So things are taking a little bit of turn for the worse as far as getting stuff. And it seems like FedEx is having the hardest time of all, which you think they'd be a little bit step above the United States Postal Service and stuff, but I don't know. It is what it is at this point. It's a tough job out there, and we're just all trying to get through it, I guess. So that good news is I'm not out all the money on my lights. I will get those light replacements sometime in the next week and probably show a little of those on weekly purchases. So very, very strange. But some new announcements for toys this week. Like I said, not a lot going on in the toy world, but we got a few things. A couple of Easter eggs. I think there was going to be a surprise NECA Cartoon Turtles 4-pack. It was going to be like kind of a big surprise for the holidays here. But it kind of got blown on the internet this week. People found out about it, and then NECA came and kind of gave us a preview picture of it. It's the Turtles in Disguise. So it's a Disguise 4-pack. You know, basically a very cheap repaint. You know, you put a little coat on the guys and the fake mask and all that. Some reuse there with just a little bit of new stuff, but a pretty cool idea. I'm not sure how much that's going to cost. Maybe probably around $100, I would think, for a 4-pack. Maybe $89.99. But apparently that is going to be in Target stores sometime in December. So be on the lookout for that one. I'm still looking for the new Dinosaur 2-pack from the Cartoon Turtles. That's just started hitting a lot of places this week. Fingers crossed, once again, a lot of finger crossing going on this week. Hopefully I can get that pack next week. Got to find one for that old outlaw Waylon Jennings. So hopefully one of us come through and find that Turtles 2-pack. And then, of course, the Turtles in Disguise 4-pack in December. And then it starts all up. The turtle anxiety kicks back in, and we're on the hunt for Krang in his android body, and then Baxter Stockman Splinter 2-pack. Those will be first of the year. And then we got that diorama piece coming via the mail. We got a lot of other stuff. They also announced this week from NECA that the Toka and Razor and Shredder, if you ordered those back, I think August, maybe September, somewhere in there, those should be shipping in the next couple of weeks. So I'll be getting those as well. So I'm really excited for those to come finally. It's like I forgot about them, and then they announced that this week, so that'll be very cool. As far as new wrestling announcements this week, AEW Series 4, Sammy Guevara, he was on Instagram, I think it was, with Jeremy Padower talking about that, so we're going to get a Sammy. I'm not sure. We'll see how it looks when we get actual prototypes and we see it in hand. I really don't like the crazy head scan on that one, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So a little bit of AEW news. Still waiting for my AEW Series 2 from Ringside is who I pre-ordered it from. We'll see if it comes hopefully sooner than later. I'm not sure what to think about these AEW figures. We've talked about it a lot in the channel the last months. So it's an interesting thing with them. So we'll see when those come through. And then FTC, we don't talk a lot of figure toy company wrestling figures just because the quality is very inconsistent. You never know when they're going to come. It seems like they announce something, it comes out 2 years later. But this week they showed prototype pictures, which makes you think they're coming within the next few months. I guess we'll see. We saw Shane Strickland, which he's been in NXT for about a year now. That one's finally coming out. That's an easy pass for me. We saw Vince Russo, which is a really cool idea in theory. Just the execution, I don't like the looks of that Vince Russo. It'd be great to get a Mattel Vince Russo if we're going to get one, or something that's not as cartoony looking as this one, I think. That's just my opinion. We also saw Scott Flash Norton. I love Scott Norton. I've loved him since the AWA days. I'm tempted to get this one. We'll see. I'm kicking the tires on it. It's big enough. He's a big enough character. It's kind of like the Marvel Select Marvel Legends thing. Those big characters work with the Marvel Legends. Scott Norton might work okay with some of the Mattels. Kind of move him strategically in your shelf. He'll blend in just fine. That's kind of my thought. So I may pull the trigger on that Scott Norton. We'll see. And then we also saw Joey Janela, which he is in AEW now. I gotta think we're gonna get a Joey Janela figure from AEW here in the next year and a half, maybe, something like that. This one's not bad by the looks of it. He's got the open face and stuff, kind of like that Sammy Guevara. Not a huge fan of that, but I think I'll pass on that one as well. These are all $40 price point, and I get it. They don't make as many. It's not as big of a run, not as big of a company as your Mattel, Hasbro's, or Jazzwares, so they cost a little bit more. But just, they're really hit and miss and very strong on the miss most times. But a few gems in there that I've picked up over the years. So that's the announcement for those. But that is it. That's all I have for news this week. So there you go. It's a slow news week with Thanksgiving. We knew that was coming. I was listening to album of the week for me was, I guess, more of an EP. Despicable by Carcass. Maybe some of you hardcore heavy metal fans know Carcass. Heavy metal, death metal, grindcore, kind of mix it all up a little bit, but I love Carcass, and I actually like their newer stuff more than some of their classic stuff, which you can't say that about a lot of bands out there. There's a few, but I really have enjoyed the last, 3 EPs and 2 albums they've come out with, something like that. So a sleeper hit there, just came out in the last week, 5-track EP. I definitely recommend getting on some Carcass, some true heavy metal, that's for sure. And that's it. Let's get into the weekly purchases. All right, let's get down to it. Heavy on the wrestling this week for weekly purchases. A lot of wrestling figures through the door, so we'll get through all those. Pretty excited about this week for figure hunting, though. We got the new Gambit and Rogue Target exclusive that should be out. The Cyborg Spider-Man Target exclusive that should be out. And then the 2-pack from the Ninja Turtle NECA. Those should be hitting targets this week. So a lot of target hunting on the docket for the next week for me. So hopefully next week we got some of those in weekly purchases. But like I said, let's start with weekly purchases this week. Heavy on the wrestling. And we'll start off with number 4 in the series, Jushin Thunder Liger. I believe this is a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. Very cool. You guys know I love Jushin Thunder Liger. I'll definitely review and unbox this, and we'll do a little comparison with the other 3 Jushin Ligers. Not sure if there's a lot of meat on the bone on this one. It seems like kind of a little bit of a cash grab, if you ask me. I hate to say that, but we'll see. We'll get into it and find out if we really like this one or if it's pass. Let me be the guinea pig for you, I guess. So there you go. Some non-wrestling. Here's a little Star Wars. Mandalorian, the Armorer. Right there. The only one I was missing from this set. Once again, I was missing the Mandalorian figure last time, and Amazon is where I ended up getting him. Could not find him in stores. Pre-ordered on Amazon, and the Amazon pre-order came first. I'll probably find this in the next week, but whatever. Always pre-order on Amazon. You can always cancel. It's super easy to do. That way it guarantees you a figure most of the time. Pre-orders are a crazy mess right now, be it Amazon, Target, Walmart, you name it. Is what it is. But I got the Armor, finishing off that. And then I said it, I threatened it, I was going to do it again. Fortnite Wild Card. You guys know I picked this up at Books A Million a month or 2 ago for $5. And I said, you know what? These guys would really go well in a Marvel Legends collection with Kingpin. the white suits, all that kind of stuff. And they have 4 different heads of different like cards. Wild card, get it? Ha, funny. But I got 2 of them now. I feel like I need 2, and I can have each one with a different face, and they'd be kind of like good goons in a Spider-Man, Kingpin, Daredevil setup. So that's my plan. I got a second one of these. I need to find 2 more. I'm not paying an arm and a leg for these. I don't mind spending 20, but I'm not going to spend 30 or 40. I got this one off Amazon 20. Now they're back up to 40. We'll see. I just need 2 more of those. I don't know what I'm doing with that Fortnite, but I think that's a good idea I got there. That's a good plan. Marvel Select. What did Kyle get Marvel Select? What deal came through? Where and how did he break his Marvel Select rule? Well, there it is. Marvel Select Anti-Venom. Finally picked this one up. It's been staring me in the face on Amazon. Dropped down to 22 bucks shipped, and I said, I gotta pull the trigger. Here we go again. Another figure that looks really cool, but doesn't really fit. We have Marvel Legends, one of these. It's not a super giant figure, but it definitely looks cool. So, pulled the trigger on that. We'll see. I don't know how many more Marvel Selects I want to get, but I know that Hulk one in March, April, and there's a Titanium Man coming. Those 2 are must-haves for me, so I'm definitely getting those, but I'm not sure what else Marvel Select-wise. I say it every week, but I'll probably get something next week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But how about a CD, old school CD? Had to get the new Motorhead 2-disc limited edition. It finally came. CDs are so hard to get now. Amazon's really the only place you can really buy them. They're probably the biggest retailer of CDs now. Have to be. But it's so hard. They don't come on release date. They always get delayed, blah, blah, blah. I was also supposed to get the new Clutch CD in today. Got delayed. That's kind of what happens with every single CD these days. I don't know. Very strange. But I got Motorhead, 40th anniversary of Kyle, 40th anniversary of Ace of Spades. Just goes together great. You guys know I'm a hardcore Motorhead fan, so I buy every album, everything they got, for the most part, figures included. So there you go. How about some display stuff? Before we get into all the wrestling stuff, we'll talk display stuff. So you guys know I buy a ton of these Ringside Collectible stands on ringsidecollectibles.com, of course. They don't sponsor the show. Not sure why, but they don't. But I do buy their stands. So I got 3 packs of the stands. They're super cheap right now. If you're a stand buyer, the holidays are the time to load up. You can save $1 or $2 a pack. I always say it. I'm like a broken record at this point. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. I see people buying, NECA stands for $10 for 4. You can get 10 for $5. 99% of the time they work for everything you need. You can get clear, you can get black, you can get whatever you want. See you later, see you later, see you later. There's stands out there. So I recommend those stands. Been using them for years. I guess I got more. See you later, see you later, see you later, see you later. So I got 6 sets of stands. That's 60 stands. That'll last a couple of sets. Keeping my stockpile. Just keeping them all stockpiled in there. We've talked before in the past. You guys know I use puck lights on my for my Detolfs here. I'd love to do wired lights, but when you got 28 Detolfs, that's a lot of cords, a lot of current, a lot of that. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is for down here in the Detolfs. I know people love the LED ones. It's just too much. I don't have enough outlets to support all this. So I do the old school puck lights. They take 3 batteries, but I've said it since the beginning of the channel, and I always say it when people ask me about it. Save your money on your batteries. Look around. Go to the Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, whatever you got. Harbor Freight's always a good place. If you play the game and you see batteries on sale, pick them up. They're cheap. Harbor Freight especially, probably not the best quality batteries in the world, but a lot of times you can get them 100% free after rebate, and that's usually what I do. I did get these out of Menards, like AC Delco, 100 pack for $10. 100 batteries for $10. That's not terrible. So I always try to buy up whenever I see a really good battery deal. So that's my recommendation to you guys with puck lights. They eat those batteries fast, so don't spend a bunch of money on really expensive batteries because they're draining at all times. I don't know. It's just a tough road, but don't spend, just like stands, don't spend your money on your stands, spend them on your figures. Don't spend your money on your batteries, spend them on your figures. So deal of the day, pro tip of the day. There you go. And then talking display, I'm working on an X-Men diorama on a shelf. We'll get to that on my display tour, but I'm putting together a little 3D. So I got a little railing, a little step and a railing. You'll see. It'll all make sense soon in a couple of months when you guys see this. But I got these through the door this week via Amazon. Lights. I got some more lights. I talked about the big IKEA order on lights I got coming. But I also like these a lot. These are little strip kind of lighting. I think I've showed them before. I've got them in the past. They could be stuck up, magnetized, whatever. A great shelf light, but you charge them with just a charger instead of, there's no batteries used. So I've got 12 of these as part of my lighting setup I'm going to have in my office. So once again, more to come on that as well, but there's some lights. So that's kind of the display stuff this week. You guys know I'm working hard in there. It's unbelievable, this display. I keep talking it up. It's going to be the greatest thing you guys have ever seen, or you're going to say, you've talked that up for so long, there's no way you're going to top it. And I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how many likes and dislikes we get and all that fun stuff on YouTube. So more to come, more to come. How about some elites? So we got the new WrestleMania Build-A-Figure Paul Ellering set. So you got Shawn Michaels. You've got Edge. You've got Goldberg. And of course, can't forget China. So we got 4 of them. You build the Paul Ellering Build-A-Figure. You can build young Paul Ellering, old Paul Ellering. It also comes with Rocco the puppet, for those of you that remember Rocco. So I got those this week. But unfortunately, I pre-order so much stuff. Be it from, Ringside, Big Bad Toy Store, who I always shout out as well. More to come with them soon. Big Bad Toy Store and many others. I pre-order a lot of stuff, and I can't even keep track sometimes. Pre-order mania. Well, I pre-ordered these long ago when they first went up, but then guess what else I did? I accidentally ordered a second set. So there's China, there's Shawn Michaels, there's Goldberg, and then there's Edge. So pretty disappointed in myself. I ordered 2 sets. I did catch my mistake pretty much right away. And like, I don't know, 7 hours later, I did email Ringside, hey, can you cancel that last order? I actually already ordered these before, and they wouldn't let me cancel. So I thought that was kind of rough a little bit, but what do you do? So now I have 2 sets. I guess I could send them back, but my plan all along was to build 2 Paul Ellerings. So I think I'll build 2 Paul Ellerings, and I'll end up selling probably the Lucy versions of some of these and get some of my money back, but I got the WrestleMania set, so expect an unboxing of these here in the next couple of days, this week sometime, how about we say. We'll not put a date down, but we'll just say sometime this week. So we got those. Had to have those WrestleMania sets, and I kind of hate buying them early because obviously they cost more at first, and years passed, so many years passed. The WrestleMania sets have always clogged shelves, went down to clearance. I probably could have saved some money if I played the long game for about 4 more months, but you guys know me. It's just so tough. It's so tough for me to do that. No matter how hard I try, I just can never make that happen. How about we do a live unboxing? Bruiser Brody Micro Brawler. Been after this one for a long time. Very cheap. I just finally pulled the trigger and got it. Let's do an unboxing live on the channel. What could we have here? See you later. Bruiser Brody, one of my favorites. Obviously before my time, but went back and watched a lot of his stuff. See you later. Not a huge micro brawler, not a completist, not anything, but I do like some of the characters, and this one is pretty darn cool. I love the blade scars on his head. He's pulling on his hair, the fur on the boots. A very solid Bruiser Brody. Go great in my micro brawler collection. Not the biggest collection, but just guys I actually like. So there's Bruiser Brody, and a little bonus unboxing, riveting unboxing. How about Jack's Ruthless Aggression? You guys know I continue to work my way to completing this set. I've made a lot of good moves in the last week, and next week I'll have a few hard ones that finally came up, and I got a screaming deals on them, and then same thing with this week. So you guys have known, here's Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy I'm missing. So this Jeff Hardy is from that belt pack where it comes with like the kid size belt, and he's in there. People want $100 to $300 to $500 for that belt pack. All I want is the loose figure, but he's very hard to get in mint condition with his shirt gets rubbed off or the shirt's missing. Finally found him this week on eBay. Have had alerts for about a year. I think I've been looking for this figure for about a year. An alert popped up, and finally, all the things I'm looking for, I never get alerts for. And that's a bad sign that you could never find what you need, and they're very hard to find. This popped up, and I couldn't believe it. I about fell over in my chair. I got this for $11, buy it now. Completing my Jeff Hardy's off. One of the hardest ones to get. I didn't care about that child-sized belt. I don't need it in the package. I needed it loose, mint condition, and that's exactly what I got. So very happy to have this off the list. Got a few more coming next week. Very similar. It's funny how they all come up at once in different sellers. So I got 2 more really long game ones I've been after for a while coming next week. So I'm getting closer and closer. It just seems like it's the never-ending finish line to get this. I still got a few. I talked about last week. 1 of 3,000 Mick Foley. I gotta find that at a good price, that WrestleMania box set one. And then I need to find that 2-pack box of Big Show and Andre the Giant, which I've owned 3 times in my life, or this would be the 3rd time I own it in my life. I bought it, I sold it, I bought it, I sold it. Now I need to buy it again and keep it forever mint in box. So looking for that one if anybody's got a good deal out there for that. And then, like a lot of you guys probably out there, I did get the Blood Brothers 2-pack from AEW Jazzwares. Very, very cool set. Look at all that blood splatter on there. Gotta love that. A cool looking set. Is this the 2-pack of the year? Part of me said yes, but then I opened up that Mr. T Roddy Piper. As you guys saw in my video on that Roddy Piper Mr. T, there was some quality paint stain, stuff like that was a little annoying. But the packaging was phenomenal. The robe's phenomenal. The Roddy Piper phenomenal. The Mr. T really good. That's probably my 2-pack of the year. We'll see how this one stacks up. I do love the blood effect. You guys know me. I'm a blood and guts guy. ECW, Terry Funk, you name it. I love all that stuff. So I do love this pack a lot. But like a lot of people have probably commented and you've probably noticed, this Dustin Rhodes is way too big. The scale is just ridiculous on this one. And I don't know if it'll have paint issues. We'll see once we get it opened up. But like those paint issues on Mr. T, Roddy Piper dropped it down a little bit. This scale drops it down even a little bit more for me. It's just not quite right. It's close. I think Cody's probably a little small. Dustin's a little bit too tall. But we'll open this up. We'll compare it. I have another one of these coming. Hopefully that'll be mint on card. This one's a little beat up, unfortunately. I just noticed it has a big crease right here. I'm opening it. That's fine. But I hope my other one that's coming, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, is mint, because I need a mint one as well. So there's that. And then how about Masters of the WWE Universe? Been after these for a while. It's like a start-stop. Canada got a ton of them. And then the United States, a couple of states got them. And then there's been a lull. And it seems like this week, the day before Thanksgiving, I got lucky. I found what I needed. I actually found a set for me and a set for David C. Anderson. So there you go. So hooking up old David. But we got 2. We got The Fiend. We got Jake the Snake Roberts. We got Seth Rollins. And of course, the one, the only Mr. T, who seems to be the hard one to get. From the 3 stores it took me to piece together these 2, Mr. T was missing out of every single store. So pro tip out there, I think Mr. T is going to be the one people are after. So if you see Mr. T, grab him. Don't sleep on him. I'm sure the Seth Rollins and maybe the Jake might peg warm. Seth Rollins will definitely be the peg warmer of the set. I can almost guarantee that. But very cool set. Waiting for my unpunched set. That's what's next. I've got a few unpunched here, but not quite the mint on card quality I need. So this will be my loose opener set. We'll open these up probably in the next week as well. We'll do a review on those. But very happy to have the Masters of the WWE Universe done. Now if I just get the regular Scare Glow from the He-Man set, that's the only one I'm missing from the new series. I got to come across that Scare Glow. I need 2 of those. 1 mint on card unpunched, and then I need a loose one to open. So hopefully Scare Glow comes through fairly soon. More wrestling. Yes, more. So we got John Morrison, Elite Series 82. Probably my favorite. We'll see how it stacks up when we do it. Jerry the King Lawler, Elite Series 82. Alexa Bliss, Elite Series 82. Rob Gronkowski. I am not a football fan. I should take that back. I like Iowa State college football, but I'm not a huge NFL football fan. Gronk does absolutely nothing for me. I wish he wasn't in this line. This will probably be a sleeper figure that's worth a ton one of these days. But he's going to be back shelf worthy in my collection. I'm going to put him on the bottom shelf of a Detolf in the back riser, and he can sit with Mojo Rawley, his buddy. They can be together in the back. So Keith Lee, really happy to get this. I'll need to get the Chase version of this, of course, here hopefully soon. And then Finn Balor, a mainstay of the Elite line. I mean, how many Finn Balors have we had at this point? I mean, it's ridiculous. But apparently he sells, and there's something that they want to keep pumping out. Him and AJ and Romans and Seth Rollins of the world. So there you have it. But a solid set, Elite 82. We're going to unbox all these. I think I might do something different. I might just unbox one at a time. And maybe do one of these each day of the week next week. And then maybe put it all together into one video at the end of the week and just see how that goes. Some people have messaged me saying they'd like me to do them one at a time. Some people like them all in the same video. So maybe we'll try something different, see what happens, and see what you guys end up liking better. But a lot of good wrestling unboxing coming in the next week, I would say. And a lot of good stuff coming to the channel. A lot of exciting things. Maybe a little bit of an announcement in December as well. And who knows what else might bring us. But that is it. I'm looking around. I got a huge mess here, but I think that's it for weekly purchases. If I miss something, we'll talk about it next week. But I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about next week as well. The stores never close. I'm always open. I'm always on the hunt. You never know what's coming through. So there you have it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. You guys know you got to tell me what you got this week. Let's talk all about it. Any opinions on anything I picked up, you guys let me know. Always love hearing from you guys each week. Subscribe to the channel as usual. And then do not forget the Twitter giveaway. You gotta be subscribed, obviously. And just once again, the rules. Ravishing Rick Rude Elite 77 Chase Edition. Post a screenshot on this post on my Twitter. Leave a comment with a screenshot showing you subscribed, and you'll be entered for a chance. We'll announce the winner next week in weekly purchases. And I think that's it. So I'm Kyle. I'm just a man. No more, no less. Bad as the worst. Good as the best. I'll see you guys next week.